Welcome to Bowl Week. Glad to have you with us from Boca Raton, Florida for what ought to be an exciting matchup in the RootClaim.com Boca Raton Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Navy Midshipmen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Wildcats offense takes the field. And as we look out on the field, here comes the man who makes it all go, and that's this quarterback.
Yeah, and he's big time. That's why he's up for all these awards. He's known. Everybody knows exactly what he brings to the table. He can run it. He can throw it. They're expecting a big day from this young fella.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. At the 35, he's loose. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. One thing I've noticed from talking to coaches about their approach to bowl games is how many of them use it as a springboard for next season. They try to focus on developing some of the new guys, maybe, that have joined them for the bowl practices.
I mean, you get 15-plus extra practices. You start to play and experience.
Gonna take a shot. Got it. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Midshipman offense makes its way onto the field for their first possession of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
I get it that the game is the primary thing about going to a bowl, but there's so many festivities surrounding it, Jesse. What do you remember about something you experienced?
There was a lot of pageantry when I think back to the bowl games I played in, and you had functions, you get to visit.
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
This defense has to know that this fullback is not just a blocker, he's a guy that can carry the football as well. He went ahead and got that first down.
Now on the option. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season, throughout your career, and then it's the last time that you ever get.
He smashes his way through again. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Those fullbacks, man, those guys are constantly hitting linebackers and blocking the whole entire game. So when you get a chance to give the big boy the ball, it's always, and you know what it is? It's a morale boost for everybody on the whole field. Everybody gets jacked up that he finally gets to touch the football.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. It's good. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with the lone back. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down.
Well, at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. To the air, it's Vandergrift. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Wildcats! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Navy will go back on the attack. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that option game can be tricky, right? But nice job by the defense playing assignment football. And watch the linebacker. You can tell. Locked in on the quarterback. Chases him down. Gets to him. Not only gets to him, doesn't let him break a tackle. Gets him on the ground.
Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. They go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Goes to the option. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. 3rd down after the run. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. Here comes a 3rd down situation, and the defense has had no answer so far. Give to the fullback. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Navy will have to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Bringing it back, it's White. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. That last drive really productive. productive, David, wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Oh, what a move to get room. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you. You're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Makes a man miss.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Across the 35. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Wildcats are rolling down the field. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They're bringing heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Touchdown, Kentucky! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Myers. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And here comes the Navy offense. This is hardly the start they dreamed of, down 21-3. But get a touchdown here and you feel like you're back in it, Jesse.
Yeah, and it's frustrating for this offense as well because they've got the horses. They've got playmakers to light the scoreboard up, much more than the 3 points we're seeing here. I think you just got to stay true to yourself, do you, David, and know that the points are going to come.
Well, it's also frustrating when the defense is giving up points almost every single possession. So they need to score here and take this down and have a good drive, and then the defense needs to pull their weight a little bit too.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 3rd down after that run. The back goes in motion. The big fullback's got it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Navy will have to punt it away. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They'll give him one to the 28-yard line.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate if It wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Another incompletion on third down. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now the lead is extended a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll bring it out. It's Myers. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And Navy will go back on the attack. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It seems so inviting to try to get the ball outside, but this defense is so fast, you just end up running sideways.
And when you don't have any misdirection or something else to look at before you pitch that ball in the perimeter, a lot of times those guys can play even faster. They can see it right now. Those safeties fly up, those corners fly up, outside backers fly up, and get in the play immediately.
They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. He gets a block, and the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive. He wants to take the top off. Makes the catch. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And that is the height of efficiency on that drive. Single play, hit the big chunk, get the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Myers. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll start this drive with a pass, using the quick game. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to throw, it's Horvath. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
There's something you don't see very often. A sack on a screen pass. You know, quarterbacks are taught to hold the ball, and then get rid of it right before the rush gets to you. But that time, I think he just held on to it a little too long.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Makes a move. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make them miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Reese, talk about an edge of your seat type first half, or as they call it here, just another typical Boca Raton Bowl. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere, and I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the Jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. With that said, let's head back to Reese and the fellas for the conclusion of the Boca Bowl.
Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. While that first half certainly wasn't what they had in mind, maybe a big comeback is in the offing here in bowl season.
And I think that's a nice way of saying they were awful in the first half. They were terrible. Bowl games, you wonder about motivation. One thing I know, they were clearly not motivated, Palmer.
No, they didn't look focused at all in that first half, David, but this is a team that has a ton of talent. If they can put it here together in the second half, they can close this season out with an exclamation point.
Oh, he's so hard to get on the ground. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. Give to the big fullback. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. On the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Let's be honest, Reese. Like, the only time the fullback gets the football is usually in short yardage situations, and the defense was locked in. You got to try to get penetration with that defensive line. They did a good job of it.
And the blitz gets to him just like that.
And it's been a long game. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Still on his feet at the 25. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to throw, it's Vandergrift. Takes the easy throw in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. He'll take the deep shot. And it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Kentucky. And the punishment has been extended. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it out. It's Myers. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. And here comes the Navy offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He looks that one in nicely. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. Navy will have to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Quarterback checking off. Back to throw, it's Vandergrift. Trying to beat the D deep. Got it! Touchdown, Wildcats! And the route is on.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll run the option. Quarterback on the keeper. And he was flat, missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Got nothing on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He'll pull it on the read. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. The option look. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Navy will have to punt it away. Running it back, it's White. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Line gets set, first down. They'll go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll give it to the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Past the 45. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Wildcats! And the pummeling has started. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Final play of the quarter coming. On the option. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Horvath. Unloads it left. A strike downfield. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Can anyone catch him? And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, midshipman.
Hey, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Ready to fire from the pistol. The give. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Here on 3rd down, will they go back to the running game? Looking downfield, it's Allen. He's got the back in the middle. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. The Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, give on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
And this offense has gotten off to a good start on 3rd down, but this is a different deal on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this score.
So you get stuffed on 1st down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on 2nd, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Let's go! They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Picked his way through the traffic for 6, but it'll be 4th down and 3 yards to go.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. 1st down for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Got a man. It's Chapman. At the 20, he's got space. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. It's caught. Discards him with the stiff arm. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear. Now, making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Now facing a 2nd and 10 from the 28 after that last incompletion. going to throw it again. Fires on the move. Right through his hand. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Dropping back, it's Horvath trying to get to him. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side. Watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. The rankings, the odds makers, everything indicated that these guys had a big hill to climb. But they climbed it, they got to the top, and they get a landmark win.
And we know coaching staffs always do a great job trying to motivate their own guys and get them ready to play a ranked opponent. But David, to me, it looked like this team just wanted it more. They came out, they were the more physical team, and they did what they had to do at the end of the day to get this win.
Yeah, and how do you gain respect? You want respect, you talk about our team's a really good team. You want to build on that? You beat good teams. That's what you do. You beat ranked teams that people think a lot of. This team pulls off the ranked upset, and guess what? Now what happens? You start to maybe find your team in the ranked spot.
So that's going to do it